Hi, welcome to The Pursuit of Truth. It is the 18th of October 2018. Another quick correction before I talk about what I was going to talk about. When I was searching for the shared ownership thing, on the government website, the actual one that runs it, it doesn't mention anything about the rent. It mentions about interest and stuff, but it doesn't give any examples of how that payment would work out with a mortgage, even though they give other examples. So then I was thinking, maybe I was wrong then, you don't pay a rent. But when I googled it more about payments and stuff, like how does it work, apparently you do pay rent. So I don't know, it just seems like, I do wonder whether it is really help or not, or it's just a way to get you into a house, but maybe you're always paying the government back for that money that you can never pay. But, because I was thinking originally, if you only paid a percentage of the house, via the mortgage, then, that would be achievable for people of low income. But if you have to pay that, plus you have to pay the government loan, which is 40%, then you're going to end up paying a lot of money. Works out, if it's £300,000 house, maybe about 1,000, which is actually the rent of the property. So it's not that bad, at least. But the only problem is whether you're actually doing repayments or you're just paying off interest. Because just paying off interest, it means you're still going to be in the same situation. But because I've asked Universal Credit, because I want to know whether we'll be affected from doing this, in the sense that at the moment they help us with rent. If we did purchase a house through shared ownership, how would they help us? Would they not help us at all? Because I've read different things online, and it's another way of not working out what's going on. But some of it suggests that they wouldn't actually help you at all. Some of it suggests they might help you with bits. The strange thing is how it shows that the Universal Credit, this system, is not benefiting those people on it, or the low income people, because if you think about this, it's the same amount of money that's going to be given. If you gave it to me when I owned my own, I didn't own the property, I'm paying for it, isn't it? But if you give it to me then I solve my problem. Eventually I'll have a house. I won't need Universal Credit with you because I've got what I need, and I don't have to need the help for the housing benefit thing once the mortgage is paid off. But they won't do that. But they will help me rent. But then just look at that for a second. Who actually benefits out of that? Because it's my landlord. My landlord is a man who's able to buy houses. He's a man who's either middle class or rich. A lot of these landlords, they own lots of houses around London, so they are able to afford. So really, what's going on is this system is helping me stay. Helping me stay in this situation, keeping me on rent so I never own anything. So it's keeping me in this state. I mean, how does that make sense? Because it's the same money. If you gave me the money for the rent, it's the same amount of money you would be giving me for paying the mortgage, which one day would mean that I was empowered and I had my own house and didn't need to ask you anymore. If I stayed for rent, I could ask you for my whole entire life to keep paying me rent, and you do it. But you're helping out that landlord because I'm paying off his bloody mortgage. But you won't help me pay off mine. That says it all, doesn't it? Anyway, so the story that I wanted to get to is I was watching Sky News this morning, and there was a newspaper article that were discussing with Chris Akabusi, and I'm not sure who the other lady was, a journalist, and it was about academics say that history is too white. At least these things are coming out into the media now, but the way that they gatekeep it, they got Chris Akabusi, who's a black man. I don't like describing people in those terms, but I need to for the fact that what he says. And he was saying that we can't go around changing or rewriting history, just to to like a compass, add in like ethnic stuff. But the fact is, it's not about rewriting. It's not about changing history. It's about actually reporting the true history. That's the thing. So it was interesting that he didn't see that. That he didn't see that the history of America is that we're taught that Christopher Columbus discovered America. We're not taught that that country was never needed to be discovered. It already had people in it. That country was stolen. Those people, the most despicable crimes were committed against them. That if today they were to happen, they would be considered war crimes against humanity. I mean, the stuff they used to do. And that's, you know, that's just one aspect of it. There's lots of, you know, the history that's not been told truly. So I think the thing is, if you're going to tell history, what's the point of telling a false history? Isn't it? So I know, yeah, it's difficult to rewrite all the history books and whatever, but the fact is that you can't say that, oh, we're not going to change them or do this because it's too difficult, or to make other people feel happy. No, it's not about that. Take care, take it easy, God bless, and peace.